Now, I've got a three-pronged approach to today. Number one, we are just outside Limerick. I think we should go into Limerick, at least do a drive-through, see if we think it's worth getting out of the car. Number two, a surprise. I'm not going to tell you, but we're going to go and see something really beautiful, and it's about an hour and a half drive from where we are now. And number three, we're going to go to Galway. My pretty little Galway girl. You know. When I told people I was coming to Ireland, they kept saying, are you going to Galway? Are you going to Galway? So we're going to Galway. We're going to spend the night there. Let's start with Limerick and coffee. I was driving through the city centre and I spotted a roadside car park and I was like, that's a sign. Let's get out and at least just have a little look around. And let's find out once and for all if Limerick is truly the home / birthplace of the Limerick. And then if it is, I'm going to recite you a Limerick. I jumped on Google Maps and put in coffee. Genius, right? And I saw a few great options come up, but one really caught my fancy. It was called fika. Now, if you've ever been to Sweden, you'll know fika is a very Swedish thing. It is all about taking time out, taking a little break, just to be present with your coffee, connect with other people, that kind of thing. The coffee shop is gorgeous in there. The guy that serves you is so lovely. They have a whole bunch of different coffee options to choose from. I love that he kind of asked like which beans I wanted to use, and I chose some that come from a West Cork company. So I've got an oat milk flat white, and the breakfast of champions, a chocolate croissant. Oh, that's really good. That is really good coffee. Buttery, flaky, chocolatey goodness. So I've looked it up. The origin of the Limerick is debatable. There's no concrete evidence that it comes from Limerick. Regardless, I'm going to read you one. There was an old man with a beard who said, "It is just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren have all built their nests in my beard." Oh, it's a silly Billy day today. Making my way back to the car, I was all ready to leave, and I saw a sign for something called the Milk Market, and I was like, you know what, let's not rush out of here. Let's fika, let's be present, let's follow the adventure and see where it leads. And the Milk Market is a poppin' market, I have to tell you. It is absolutely awesome in here. It's packed full of locals. You can buy fresh meats, fresh fruits, produce, lots of baked goods. You can grab a coffee. This is an essential must-do, must-visit. So glad I got out of the car. I'm so glad I walked around Limerick. I'm so glad I had a coffee and then kept walking and came here. I have gotten us a little sweet treat for later. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to keep that as a surprise. I'm going to find my way back to the car, and then I'm going to take you to our surprise spot. Let's talk about driving in Ireland. The idea to do this road trip only came up a few days ago. I was only going to go to Dublin and Belfast, and that was it. But then I started researching things I wanted to do, and I started seeing all these amazing places outside of those 2 big cities. I was a little bit intimidated at first, but I have to tell you, I feel very, very confident and comfortable driving here. The roads are great. The general vibe on the roads is very chill. I've made a few mistakes here and there. Nobody's road raged me. In Australia, I would have been beeped and run off the road. Here, everyone is so lovely. So I've rented a small vehicle, just a little Suzuki Swift. It's a great size. It's great on fuel, easy to drive and easy to park. And the sat-nav / CarPlay has been amazing for me. It's just making navigating so easy. And I have to tell you, if I can do this solo, you can do this if you're here with your partner or your family or your friends. And honestly, I highly recommend. This is an incredible way to see the country. I am just blown away by the landscape. We have arrived at one of the most spectacular viewpoints in all of Ireland. I've paid the €12 entry fee, I parked the car and I'm making my way out there. But here's the thing, I'm trying not to look because I want to surprise myself as well as you. So the whole drive out here, I've just like not looked out the left hand side of the car at all. I'm just like looking dead straight. And even now as we're walking, I'm doing everything I can not to ruin the surprise for me. Let me see if I can pull this off. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Oh. Okay, Cliffs of Moher, please be worth it. Oh my god. Oh, wow. That's really beautiful. That is really, really beautiful. That's like emotionally beautiful. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. All right, I want to keep walking around. I'm a little frustrated because I have a feeling that I am not capturing this properly on film. I don't own a drone. I would crash it in 2 seconds flat. But if I did, this is the spot to drone. I hope that whatever I'm filming right now is translating how beautiful this place is, because this is honestly one of the most naturally beautiful places I have ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it. I wanted to find a little spot where we could sit for a minute and just soak this in, because this is really special. This is a once in a lifetime moment. Let me show you where I set you guys up. You're in the field up against the fence behind me. Do you remember when we were at the milk market a few hours ago? What is in here? You are about to find out. In my mystery box, I have the most scrummy little piece of lemon tart. So let's try it. It's not too sweet, the crust is beautiful, super zingy, super fresh. And this is something I would recommend to you too, is to bring a snack. You know, you could pick up some beautiful cheeses and breads and meats, and after you've done your sightseeing here, sit down and be present with it. So it is going to take us just under an hour and a half or so to get from where we are at the Cliffs of Moher to Galway, where we're going to be spending the night. Everyone's told me I have to go there, so we're going to find out if that was good advice or not. Personally, I'm really hoping it lives up to the hype. Actually, maybe we should all quickly temper our expectations. Let's drop those right down, and that way we're more likely to be really impressed. Just checked into my hotel and I am obsessed with it. It's called 13 on the Green and the hotel part is above a pub, which is awesome. Now, not only that, but it's in an amazing location. We're going to be able to walk around and explore everything so easily, which is perfect because I'm here by myself and I just want to make it convenient. This is my room. It is 301. It's on the 3rd floor. I've got a great little view of the city out of my window. The room itself is really compact and simple, and it's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted something central, affordable, and easily accessible while I was here by myself, and it is all of those things. My first impression of Galway is a good one. It is so beautiful and lively here. So I am just walking around some of the streets. The lovely lady at the hotel, I asked her where I should go and she said definitely go to Shop Street. That's where all the pubs are, live music, food, all of that kind of stuff. And it is gorgeous. I think everyone's really happy because the weather's so good. So I have a feeling we're in for a bit of a treat this evening. But first things first, I'm really, really hungry and I need to find something to eat immediately or I'm going to pass out. It turns out a chocolate croissant and a lemon tart, not enough food. You actually have to eat something.
Could I be your player too? I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do.
I must have done maybe 300 laps of Shop Street trying to decide where to eat. I read every menu. I just didn't know. Did I want a full sit down? Did I want Italian? Did I want Irish pub food? Did I want Japanese? I panicked. I panicked and there on the horizon emerged the Irish chip shop. I can't speak, I'm so hungry. Irish chips. Now I had to choose a topping. I got just salt and I had to choose a sauce and I just got their homemade barbecue sauce because I love BBQ. Yum. That's really good. You know why it's good? Of course you don't, you're not eating it. Let me tell you. Because they leave the skin on, so you get that good potato flavour. Do you know what I mean? And then they're nice and crispy on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, and that homemade BBQ. That is good. Okay. I need to eat this, I need to regroup, stop being so hangry, get a personality, and then we can find somewhere to listen to some great Irish music. I was trying to decide where to have breakfast this morning. And I was trying to decide if I had some real food for once or if I just kept existing on pastries. In the end, smart part of my brain won. And we've come to a little cafe. Sorry, the backdrop behind me is a little rough. Just imagine there's something cool up. It's just called Dealey's. Everybody inside looked like they were having a lovely time. The food looked like it was really well priced, and most importantly, they have porridge on the menu. And if you know anything about me, you know I live for porridge. So I've got their porridge with some blueberries and cinnamon and honey on top, and I'm hoping this is good. Yep, and it's really good porridge, nice and creamy, not too rich. Blueberries are lovely. I've ordered a coffee, it hasn't arrived yet. We can do a taste test on that when it gets here. They also do a full Irish breakfast in there. I would love to eat that. But it's all like eggs and bacon and sausages and meat and all this good stuff that I just don't eat when I've got the coffee. Just to taste a little oat milk flat white. You know how we roll? Ooh. Ooh. I would give that a miss. I would not. I've acquired a redemption coffee from a spot called Coffee Works and Press. It's a really cool little design shop slash cafe. The coffee in there smells amazing and they have a little cake cabinet with some sweet treats in it as well. Let's hope this makes up for what just happened at Dealey's. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. That's what we're talking about. Oh, I feel bad for sweet little Dealey's. I love them. Don't give up on them, gang. Just divide and conquer, you know? We're about halfway to Sligo. Why are we going to Sligo? I don't know. I was on TikTok and this girl shared a video about her road trip and said it was one of her highlights. And I was like, that's a good recommendation for me. Wait, we've just crossed into County Sligo. I can't even get the words out. I'm so excited.
Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Turn us on the lighting. Don't wanna pick a fight with everything seems so good.
The town centre of Sligo is really cute and colourful. There are all these quaint little shop fronts and cafes and places to explore. Some really gorgeous historic buildings too. I just love the way the streets around here look. But a slight problem, it's Sunday and I think that means most things are closed. So if you did want to have a little bit more time in the city centre area and explore a little deeper, I would probably recommend you came Monday to Saturday, might be your best bet. I have secured a cute little picnic for us and we are going to drive to one of the places I've started on my map and we're going to see if we can find a beautiful viewpoint and the perfect picnic spot.
Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself.
This is a country that is perfectly suited to a road trip. It's so drivable and so beautiful. I think my complaint here is that I don't have enough time. I thought a few days. I think I'm doing this over 4 or 5 days really, if we don't include Dublin, and that's just not enough time. I think you need 10 minimum. If you could do a 2-week road trip through Ireland, you'd be very, very happy with that.
Your place is my place. No, my place is your place. Let's face it. Baby, you know all the places. Places. My place is your place. My place. Your place. My place. Just face it. No one knows my places like you do.
We have arrived at the Castle Classiebawn viewpoint and this is just a short 20-25 minute drive from Sligo and this landscape is spectacular. That castle in the background, the jagged lines of the coastline, they kind of look like shards jutting into the water. Everything is so lush and green, wildflowers around. It is nothing short of perfection. This was a brilliant idea, if I do say so myself. We can be indoors eating at a restaurant anytime, anywhere in the world. And the weather's warm enough to be outside, you want to be outside. We've got some beautiful fresh raspberries. We've got some Galway hummus, some flatbreads to dip with it, and a couple of plant-based baby bells, which I've never tried before. And I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna be so present and soak this all in because this is unbelievable. This is truly unbelievable. It only took about 20 minutes to drive from that incredible viewpoint to here. We were able to see the ferry bridges and wishing chair. We'll get to the wishing chair in a second. The ferry bridges are gorgeous. Now, apparently, up until about the 1700s, people thought that this area was haunted by fairies, and that's where the name comes from. It's because of the shape of the land and the way the water pushes through it, and it'll send those kind of, that puff of mist, like a blowhole, through that gap in the rock. Of course, now we know a little bit better and we know it's not haunted, but it's absolutely spectacular. This is another spot I was not sure if I should come to. I'm so tired. I've been driving for a few days now and I just thought, oh, maybe I should just book it and get to my hotel for the night. But again, everywhere I stop, I'm so glad I did. The beaches here are beautiful. People are getting in for a surf, which is absolute madness, but it looks like an easy little 1 or 2 foot swell. So if you want to learn to surf, I mean, they've got longboards out there and surf lessons. It's the perfect place to get in there. Now let's go see about this wishing chair. Alright, there are some very specific instructions on how to get your wish to come true. They're printed out on this board in front of the chair. We need to walk up to the chair cautiously. We don't want to disturb the special magic energy. We need to sit down slowly, holding onto both arms of the chair, and sit there and pause for at least 15 seconds to take in all of the natural beauty around us. Then we need to think about all the amazing people who have sat in that chair before us. And then, And only then are we able to silently make our wish, and we have to keep it a secret. And just to seal that all in, apparently we have to tap the seat twice as we get up, and that's going to give our final commitment that our wish is a genuine one. I have made my wish. But of course I can't tell you what it is or it won't come true. But if you also have a wish that you need to make, you need to come here as well. I feel like Luck of the Irish, Magic Wishing Chair, Ferry Bridge, that seems like a recipe for success. I am going to make my way to my hotel for the night, and this road trip is going to continue in the next episode. We're going to be exploring Northern Ireland, which is really exciting. If you are a Game of Thrones fan like me, this one is for us. We're going to see even more of this country's spectacular landscapes, and I am just so excited for it. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of links in the video description for you guys to help you plan something if you want to do the same kind of road trip I am, and I highly recommend it. Ireland is so accessible, and this has just been one of the best trips I've taken in a really long time. I am really enjoying it, and I'm so glad it's not done yet. And with that, you guys, that brings this week's episode to a close. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Now, if you don't already, be sure to subscribe right now so you never miss a single episode, and say hello in the comments below. I hope you have a great weekend ahead, and I will see you with a brand new road trip episode next week. Love ya!